Hello everyone. How are you all, my dear students? I hope you all are fine and enjoying your studies well. So, my dear students, as you all know, in a previous video we have completed revision of our English subject, right? So, do you remember that in English from which lesson our semester begins? Yes, our semester 2 begins with lesson number 7. So, in English, we have completed revision of lesson number 7, The God Adventure, poem 8, Adventures of Isabel, and lesson 9, Uncle Ken at the Wheel. So, my dear students, as I told you in a previous video, that from today onwards we are going to start grammar. So, in a grammar, in first semester, we have completed total lesson 1 to 9 from grammar section and lesson 1, 2 and 3 from vocabulary section. So, from today we are going to start lesson number 10, simple tenses. Lesson number 10, simple tenses. So, let's begin our today's session with a beautiful quote. So, let's see. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Means, happiness of your life depends totally on you. That how are you thinking? Are you thinking positively or are you thinking negatively towards any situation of your life? Right? So, let's begin our today's session. First is simple present tense. So, before starting the explanation of simple present tense, first I would like to ask you that what is tenses? Do you remember that? You have already studied that in your previous standard in a previous year while you were in a third standard. So, try to remember that what is tenses? What are tenses? I am giving you time of few seconds to recall your mind. Try to remember what are tenses. So now let me tell you what are tenses. Total how many types of tenses you have studied? Do you remember? Yes, total 3 types of tenses you have studied in a previous year. So the same we are going to study briefly. Number 1, present tense. Number 2, past tense. Number 3, future tense. Present tense, past tense, and future tense. So, first, in short, let me tell you the definition of the 3 tenses, then we are going to study it briefly. Okay. So, first is a present tense. Present tense means current situation. What are you doing now? What are you doing now that considers in a present tense? For example, I am teaching. You are learning. That is the present tense, right? The second one is past tense. Past tense. So, what is the past tense? Past tense means, in short, time which is passed away. Time which is passed away. And the next one is future tense. Future tense means time which will come. Future tense means time which will come. So let me give you one example so easily you can understand what are tenses. Okay. You are in a 4th standard. You are in a 4th standard. So that is your current status, current situation. So the current timing is called present tense. Current timing is called present tense, right? So what is present tense? Clear? Good. Then the another one, is past tense. Past tense means time which is passed away. So, you were in a third standard. You were in a third standard. So, you cannot go back there. You can't do that. So, time which is passed away. So, you were in a third standard. Right now, you cannot do again the third standard. The things which you cannot do it again, which is past. That is the past tense. And the last one is future tense. So, what is the future tense? Future tense means time which will come. Future tense means the time which will come. So, you will be in the fifth standard. You will be in the fifth standard. So, we have started from the third standard. You were in the third standard. That is past tense. It is past. You are in the fourth standard. That is your current situation, your current status. So, that is present tense. And you will be in the fifth standard. That is future tense. Okay? Three tenses are there: past, present and future. Past means time which is passed away. Means you were in the third standard. Present tense means the current time. Means you are in the fourth standard. And future tense means the time which will come. Means you will be in the fifth standard. Okay, so I hope you all understand these definitions in short, that what are past, present and future. Okay, so in that three tenses, in this chapter we are going to study simple. Simple past, simple present and simple future. Simple past tense, simple present tense and simple future tense. Okay. So first we will learn about simple present tense. So what is simple present tense? Let's see. So what is simple present tense? Definition of present tense. The tense which expresses an unchanging, repeated or reoccurring action or situation that exists now. It can also represent a widespread truth. Like past and future tense, present tense also categorized in four types, which we will study later. First, let's see the definition. The tense which expresses an unchanging means the things which we cannot change, repeated or reoccurring action or situation that exists only now. It can also represent a widespread truth. Now, what is widespread truth? Widespread truth means a universal truth. Means the truth, the things which you can never ever change. Which you can never ever change. That is called widespread truth or a universal truth. Means things which we cannot change, that comes under the present tense. For example, the earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun. That we cannot change. Right? So that is called widespread truth. Now, present simple. What is the use of present simple? Let us see. We use the present simple to talk about routines, our daily routines. I usually wake up early. I usually wake up early. That is my daily routine, right? Let us see briefly. Now, four use of simple present tense. Four use of simple present tense. One is facts. Facts. Number two, habits and routines. Number two, habits and routines. Number 3, feeling and emotions. Feeling and emotions. And number 4, general truth. General truth. Now let me explain you that when can you use simple present tense. Number 1, when there is a fact means reality. When there is a fact means reality. I live in Poland. I live in Poland. For example, I live in India. I live in India. So here I am saying that I live in Bhavnagar. I live in India. That is the reality, fact. Number 2, habits and routines. They swim every day. They swim every day. So, this is the habit. This is the habit. I read every day. That is my habit. I read every day. That is my habit. You learn every day. That is your habit. You learn every day. That is your habit, your routine. Next is feeling and emotions. Means the things which we cannot see, which only we can feel, that comes under simple present tense. Okay, let's see. They like pizza. They like pizza. So, I am telling that I like biryani. I like biryani. That is feelings, emotions, like. So, you cannot say that you cannot see the like. You can only feel that you like something, right? Then the last one is general truth, means the universal fact, the widespread truth, which already I explained you, that Sunday comes after Saturday. Sunday comes after Saturday. So this is the general truth, that Sunday comes after Saturday only. You cannot change that Friday comes after Sunday. No, you cannot change that. Sunday comes after Saturday only. You cannot say that Sunday comes after Friday. That is not the truth. Right? So, these are the 4 things for which we can use simple present tense. So, my dear students, did you observe that I have written some words with different color, with pink color? Here, leave, then swim, like, and comes. These 4 words I have written with a pink color. And another thing, did you observe? Yes, observe it. I am giving you time of few seconds. Which things I have not written here? I am giving you time of few seconds. Yes, I have not written am, is, are, was, were, anything. Means I have not written any be verbs here. Be verbs. Am, is, are, have, has, was, were. I have not written anything here. Why I have not written here? How you have to form a sentence in simple present tense? Let's see. Now here, how you can form sentence in a simple present tense. First is positive form, second is negative form, and the third one is question form. First is positive form, second negative form, and third is question form. Means how can you make a positive sentence, Then a negative sentence means the sentence with not. And how can you form a question? That we will see. Let's see. While making a positive form, while making a positive sentence, you have to use subject plus verb. Subject plus verb with s, es or ies. Subject plus verb with s, es or ies. Let's see. He, she, it plus starts s. You can see here. I have written with red color so you can easily see the difference. When you are making a sentence with he, she or it, when you are making a sentence with he, she or it, so at the end of the verb you have to use s, es or ies. That we will learn later that how can you add s, es or ies. First, let's see the sentence formation. He, she, it. When you are making a sentence with he, she or it, you have to use s, es or ies, right, at the end of the verb. And when you are making a positive sentence with I, you, we, you or they, you don't need to add anything in the verb. When you are making a sentence with I, you, we, you, they, you don't need to add anything in the verb. So let's see here the example. I like it. I like it. So you are making a sentence with I, so you don't need to add anything. Then next is she likes it. She likes it. So here you are making a sentence with she, so you have to add s. See here I have written with a different color so you can easily observe that. When you are making positive sentence with I, you, we, you or they, you don't need to add anything. But when you are making a positive sentence with he, she or it, you have to add s. Okay. Now, let's see how to form a negative sentence. How to form a negative sentence. Subject plus does or do not plus verb. Subject plus does or do not or do not plus verb. So where you have to use does not and where you have to use do not. Let's see. He, she, it does not. While you are making a positive form with he, she or it, you have to add s. And while you are making a negative sentence, you have to use does not, es. So in the verb, you don't need to add anything. It will remain as it is. In the verb, while you are making a negative sentence, in the verb, you don't need to use anything. It will remain as it is. You just need to change here. When you are making a negative sentence with subject he, she or it, you have to use does not or the short form doesn't. Does not or the short form doesn't. He does not start or he doesn't start. When you are making negative sentence with the subjects he, she or it, you have to use does not or the short form doesn't. And the verb will remain as it is. You don't need to add anything in the verb. Okay. Then the next is I, you, we, you or they. When you are making a negative sentence with I, you, we, you or they, you have to use do not or don't. do not or don't. Don't is the short form of do not. Don't is the short form of do not. Plus verb. So same here, you don't need to add anything in the verb. Verb will remain same as it is. Verb will remain as it is. You don't need to add anything in the verb. So when you are making a negative sentence with the subject I, you, we, you or they, you have to use do not or the short form don't. Do not or the short form don't, and the verb will remain as it is. You don't need to add anything in the verb. So let's see the example. I do not like it, or you can use don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. Then next is she does not like it, or the short form doesn't. She doesn't like it. Now let us see the question form, how to make questions. Use does or do plus subject plus verb. So here only these two parts will be changed. Does not or do not will come first, and the subjects will in the middle. Subjects in the middle. See here. Does or do at the first place and subjects in the middle. Verb will remain as it is. So with he, she or it, you have to form questions with does. When you are forming a questions, when you are making a questions with he, she or it, you have to use does. And when you are making a questions with I, you, we, you or they, you have to use do. Do for making a question. Verb will remain as it is. Okay. Let's see the example. You like it. Do you like it? You like it. Do you like it? Everything will remain as it is, just you have to add do at the first and at the last question mark. So question form is ready. The next one. She likes it. She likes it. Does she like it? Does she like it? Okay. So I hope now you understood that. Now you understand that how to make positive sentence, how to make negative sentence, and how to make questions. So let's see with more examples. Affirmative. Affirmative means here positive sentence. Negative, you already know. Interrogative means to make questions. So here I have written with a red color, only that one you need to change. Another, all the things will remain as it is. That you don't need to do any changes in that. Where you need to make changes, I already mentioned all that things with the red color. So another things you don't need to make any kind of changes in that. Okay. So let's see. I live. I live. I don't live. I don't live. Do I live? Do I live? You live. You live. You don't live. You don't live. Do you live? Do you live? Now see here the next three sentences. In that, when you are making sentences, either it is positive, negative or question mark. Remember these things, my dear students. Keep these things in your mind. In a simple present tense, in a simple present tense, when you are forming a sentence, when you are making a sentence, either it is positive, negative or questions. Either it is positive, negative or questions which things will be changed when you are taking subjects he, she or it. He, she or it, you have to make changes. When you are using subjects as a he, she or it, you have to make changes in the sentences. So while forming a questions, while forming a negative sentence or while forming a positive sentence, keep these things in mind. Okay, now let's see example. He lives. He lives. He doesn't live. He doesn't live. Does he live? Does he live? She lives. She lives. She doesn't live. She doesn't live. Does she live? Does she live? It lives. It lives. It doesn't live. It doesn't live. Does it live? Does it live? So, my dear students, you can observe easily. It is eye-catching. That's why I have written with a red color the differences which you need to write. He lives. S. She lives. S. It lives. S. He doesn't live. ES. She doesn't live. ES. It doesn't live. ES. Does he live? ES. Does she live? ES. Does it live? ES. So, my dear students, I hope you understand that while you are making any kind of sentence in a simple present tense with the subjects he, she or it, you need to make these kind of changes. Okay, now let's see the leftover sentences. We live. We live. We don't live. We don't live. Do we live? Do we live? You live. You live. You don't live. You don't live. Do you live? Do you live? They live. They live. They don't live. They don't live. Do they live? Do they live? So, my dear students, I hope you all understand that what is simple present tense. So, today we will do till here only. Now, let me show you the summary of today's session. So, my dear students, we started our session with here, simple present tense. So, at the beginning of today's session, I explained you the three types of tenses and we have started simple present tense. After that, I told you the definition and then we have completed what is present simple tense and how can we use that. What are the use of simple present tense? Then we learn how to make positive sentence, negative sentence or questions form in the simple present tense. And that we have studied with the all examples. So in a next session, sit with your grammar textbook and a rough book. Because in a next session, we are going to do extra exercise of simple present tense for extra practice. Okay, so we will meet in our next session with the next topic. Till then, if you are having any doubts regarding today's topic, feel free to message me on my WhatsApp number. We will meet in our next session. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.